video is going to be 5 DIY hamster toys. These ones are a bit more unique than just your normal DIY hamster toys, so that's why I decided to do this video. Also, I do like my background. It's literally just a gymnastics mat that I put here, but I like it. It makes for like a more nice video, I don't know. So yeah, let's just get on with the first one. Is you're gonna need a toilet paper tube or a bigger tube, but I'm just using a toilet paper tube. You could use a paper towel tube too, and some scissors. Whoops. So what you're gonna want to do, oh sorry, I just like put my finger in front of the lens like that. You want to flatten it out. Sorry for my super bad nail polish. Like that, and you want to like you want to make slits in it, and you want to make the slits go not all the way to the top, like about that much. Do you see how much I left there? Like that much. And I'm just cutting mine like in the middle, and then in the middle of half, and then like in the like this, just because I want mine to be a bit more even. But you obviously like can just cut it however you want. Okay, so I'm done. I cut mine up quite a bit, so I cut mine in half, and then I cut mine, as it's on the time lapse, I cut it in half, and then I cut the halves in half, and then I cut each of those in half, and then I cut each of those in half, so I got a whole bunch. So then now once you're done this, you just want to like kind of make it like push on these again, so it goes back to a like little tube. And you can see this part here, if this is too like wide, because if you leave too much at the top, if you leave like it good here, it'll be more wide, and if you think that's too wide, you can just fold it again and just cut like the slits deeper. But then what I like to do is I'd like to just go on each one and just kind of like bend it like that, just so they're all like flexible. And then you just want to like, I don't know how to explain this, kind of like overlap them. You can overlap one, you can overlap two. I'm gonna do two just because I think that would be a good number. Yeah, let me just overlap two. Okay, well, it's like a little bit, you know what, maybe I'll just overlap one. Yeah, so, and I'll pull two little things through it. This is difficulter than I thought. Okay, so yeah, this is the toy, and it's like really cool. And what you could do for like basically all of these is you could just take some, what's it called? Just mix a little bit of flour and water until you get like a little glue consistency. And then you could dab a little bit of it on, and then put a treat on and let it dry. It only takes like 5 minutes to dry. And then your hamster has to like rip it off and forage. But Pepper likes to have it just like this, and he'll like rip it apart to use it as bedding. So yeah, and it's just really cool looking. It's like a donut. It's like really cool looking. So on with the next one. Whee! So for this next one, you're going to need a paper bag, some twine or some pet safe string, and some scissors. So, oops, all you're gonna need is, and if you have a paper bag that has no like ink on it or writing like this, that is awesome. If yours has a little bit of ink, it's okay. Just make sure your pet doesn't like, they can chew it, just make sure they don't eat it, because that would not really be that good. But yeah, so you can make whatever size ring you want. Oh, and by the way, these bags are pretty easy to find since a lot of people are giving them out at stores now. So yeah, what you want to do is just cut off the front, kind of front, I don't even know what to call this, front panel of the bag, or the back panel, whatever panel, like whatever, which one you want. Basically the big wide side. Not this skinny side, the big side. So once you have, Sorry. Once you have that like cut out, now what you could do is, if you want to do like not a cheat route, but like easier, you could just crumple this up and then you would be done. Or if you want to go a little bit more fancy, you could cut it into 3 strips and then braid it and then be done. Or if you want to be extra fancy, which is what I'm going to do, I'll show you. So cut it into 3 similar size sections. They don't have to be exactly the same. But you have to leave a little bit at the top like we did before. So a little section at the top so it stays attached. And then I'm going to do one more. Boom. So once you have, I'm doing like a fancy way, but you could just basically braid it from here. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into 3, this into 3, this into 3, and I'm going to braid each one separately. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if it does, but just watch and you'll see. As you can see, I'm just braiding each one, and I had to put the time lapse really fast in order for it to not be so long, so sorry if it's really fast. And then I'm just taking a piece of twine and just like tying it up at the bottom, and then I'm braiding the whole thing and taking a piece of twine, and then, which is optional, you could just put it into a little ring and you'll be done. Okay, finally, so I'm done. This is what it looks like, and I kind of wrapped it around here too because there was like a little piece coming out and I didn't want that, so I just wrapped it around here too. And this is what it looks like. It's like a little ring, it's really cute. I really like it. This definitely did take a bit longer, but it was really, really worth it. So yeah, where's our toy? These are our 2 toys so far. So the next toy is this is what it's going to look like when it's done, or similar to this. This is a forging mat, and I got the idea from My Perfect Family, and the thing that inspired this video was Abby's Animals. She asked if I could do a video on this, and I decided to do other toys too, so yeah. Shout out to you, Abby's Animals. This is thicker cardboard, so thicker cardboard is better. I don't have thicker cardboard, so I'm just going to use a fruit roll pack. I don't really like these, but Grace does, so that's why my mom got them, but it's empty. So I'm going to show you guys how to make it. Actually, I'll show you like a little bit right now because I don't know, just like the beginning part. So when I made a mistake on this, and I don't want you guys to do a mistake. So what you want to do is take your cardboard and you want to cut, like, depending on what type of cardboard you have, but I'm just going to cut out the front panel, I guess you could call it, like I did with my cardboard bag, because, yeah. And don't throw the box away because you're going to need the rest. So I'm just going to cut off this top piece because I don't really like it. So, and the bigger the box, the bigger your thing will be. So this is mine. Here's what it looks like. And you want this to go on the bottom, but honestly, it doesn't really matter when you make it. Just flip it over when you're done. So what I made a mistake is before my mistake was I cut them all into individual strips, but what I recommend doing is, yeah, I always do the thing when I want even strips is I cut in the middle first, but leave a little gap. All of these things so far was leave a little gap at the top. So yeah, leave a little gap at the top like that so that it's easier to, it'll hold itself together rather than you having to hold like 10 pieces together at once, which is good. My inability to make straight cuts is just amazing. Okay, so these are my super straight cuts. See them? Beautiful. And the next step is, okay, so sorry. So once you have that cut up, you want to cut out the other panel of the other side. And this one you can cut all the way off. So if you made a mistake on your first one by cutting it all the way straight off, you could just use it for this and then. So once you have all of your little strips cut out, you want to weave it through the mat. If you don't know how to weave, basically you just take a piece and go over, under, over, under, over, under, and do the opposite with the other one. And if you don't understand, you could just watch a video on how to weave. It's really easy. So yeah, all you have to do is just weave all of them on, and if you have a couple extra that don't fit, it's fine, you don't need them. Yeah. Mine is done. I do have two like extras, but I don't need them. So this is what it looks like. It's a little wonky, but that is okay. So just try and get everything into place. When you get closer to the end, it'll be a little bit harder, but not really. So now what you need is some tape. So let me just get me tape. So I just got my tape, so I left her for a bit. But then you just want to cut off a piece and then just tape it on. And then if you have any extra like little strands like I did, you could just cut them off and then tape it. But if your pet is playing with this, make sure you watch them so they don't chew the tape. Done! And then you can just scatter food on top. And then how I was saying before is thicker cardboard works better is because it has like little divots and stuff, and so it's just more flat. But both of them do work. So, quick recap of what we have so far. We have this, this, and this. So now time for the next one. And now for the last one. Now the last one I'm not actually going to be making. I'm just going to be showing you guys. This one is probably Pepper's favorite. It's a underground tidy. So you just put it in your hamster's cage like that. And I'll tell you exactly how I made it. It's really easy. So all you have to do is just take a shoebox or any type of box and just cut it in half, and then cut the lid off or something like that, so it's like this. And then you could just cut, like I like to cut a little entrance here and then a little entrance here, and I just put it underneath Pepper's bedding like a little underground hideout, and I can see him through this little window when he's in there, and it's so cute, and he just loves sleeping in there because it's like a pre-made burrow. And it's just so cute, and he loves it so much. And this was the original color, but it had ink on it, so I just put a bit of paper on top so it's a bit more natural, and like, yeah, and I use very minimal tape, but he doesn't chew it, don't worry, like you can see, it doesn't even chew it. So yeah, that's the last one. I'm not making it because I don't have a shoebox, but that is it. Pepper loves it so much. It's just awesome. I don't know why. I feel like just sitting here, groom himself, eat his seeds. I guess he likes having a pre-made burrow house like this. It's really nice and big and cozy. So, yeah. This was, let me get the other ones. These were all of the creations I made in this video. Oops, that's kind of messy. Here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Bye!